Hey guys, we had puppies last night. You want to see them? 14, and Mama is doing good. Welcome to Masterpiece Theater. Alexa, stop playing. Not really. Okay. I apologize. I haven't slept much. We had 14 puppies. So when that happens, there's usually a couple of them that have to be really kept close eye on, make sure that they are attaching, latching, and putting on weight. Well, with 14 puppies in Sophia's belly, there were some that were a little bit tighter fit in there, and we actually do have a girl that has swimmer's feet. So puppies' bones and joints are not fused or formed at birth. In fact, they're not even fused by the time puppies go home with you at 8 weeks. That's why you need to really be careful and cautious with how much is being put on their bones and joints. But this is something that's actually really common in, say, like bulldogs. Not quite as common in our breed, but since she had 14, which good googly moogly girl, I don't know how she got 14, but we're just gonna do a binding for her, and this is going to train her legs to go in the proper position. I do physical therapy with her 3 times a day, just to work on her ankles and make sure that they start going in the direction that we want as well. So these are just some of those things that take time, and she wiggled out of her little bindings last night, so we're gonna get her in a new set and get her all fixed up. Okay, so this right here, she's got her little ankle, and it's actually kind of going in a wrong direction. So we're just kind of training her ankle to go in the proper direction. And then what we are going to do with her feet, since they are, we're going to make sure that this doesn't hurt her. I just want you to know. So it's kind of, so what we want to do is we want to put it in the straight position and just hold it there for a little bit. All right. Now for this foot, we're just going to hold it there for a little bit. As you can see, she is not hurting at all. And she does have feeling in her feet. That is definitely something that we tested for before even doing any binding or anything like that. This is the first time I have ever had a puppy like this. So this was a learning experience for me, and it is not something that I take upon myself to just watch a YouTube video and then bind the puppy, just because I could be furthering, I don't know, her debilitation if I'm not doing things properly. So I made sure to go into the vet yesterday, and we talked everything over. We're doing the binding for this first week, and then in 7 to 10 days we're going to go back and we're going to see if we need to do a splint. But this is something that happens with puppies on occasion and is fixable. So we are doing everything in our power to make sure that this sweet life gets a chance to live. Oh my goodness. Look at that face. How could we not? All right. So she's done her physical therapy for the morning. We're just gonna kind of okay. So I've got Coban tape. This is just incredibly common in any first aid section. And then I actually have some flesh tone surgical tape. This is just, you know, for skin, say like if you're holding down gauze, whatnot. This I'm gonna use minimal amount of, and honestly, I am only using this on this. None of this goes anywhere on this precious little guy's fur, because puppies just have sensitive skin when they're young. So we just need to do this as non-invasive as possible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around and we are going to wrap this leg. Now I do not want a thick wrap, because I don't want circulation cutting off to anything, okay? So I'm going to start forming and fashioning that in the proper way. And we are going to come around and I'm going to loop it around, okay? And then I'm gonna come back in here and we're gonna tuck it. Oh, this side came off. We want her legs down and behind her and not out and beside her, because that can kind of prolong what's already going on, and we don't really want that. We want to promote her legs in the proper position so that they can kind of relax, because that's what's going on, is that these are not relaxed with the time that she had in her sack. She was probably just pushed right on up in there, and probably poor Sophia's lungs or something. She was that baby just sitting right there, you know. She's like, why can't I breathe well? Oh yeah, that's right. You've got a baby sitting right inside you. Did you just pee on me? I think you just peed on me. That's all right. I'm just happy you're getting enough milk to pee. Yes, we are. All right. There's that. I kind of want to tuck it a little bit. I don't know the best way to do that. We're going to come in here. We're going to come around. Okay. All right, so now this is where the tape comes in. I'm gonna come in and I'm just gonna secure the areas that I tucked because, I mean, these guys are very mobile. They scoot and move all the time. So we just wanna ensure that things are locked in place. So, these are referred to as swimmer's legs. All right. So all this is doing is keeping her legs formatted down instead of out like they want to go. And that is going to help all those like joints and everything to kind of settle in. Oh, I think I got it. There we go. There we go. Now it's off. All right, so this may not last forever. I might have to wrap her once a day. That's totally cool. I'm all right with doing it. I'm okay with doing it even multiple times. But this is going to help her swimmer's legs relax. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? What's going on? All right, good morning, everyone. This is Sunday morning. Sophia has just finished her breakfast, and we are going to do our morning weigh-ins. We've got 14 puppies in this litter. They are all fantastic. They're all doing pretty good. They're putting on weight. Of course. And I apologize. I have been sleeping out here because of puppies, of course. So I have not gotten ready yet. All right, I've just got to get their spreadsheet pulled up because. All right. So magenta. This is our Paws Across America litter. And magenta is Flo, for Florida. She's our sweet baby girl that has swimmer's legs, but as you can see, they are actually already starting to get a little bit better. She did wiggle out of her bindings last night, so we are going to have to bind her again, but I'll do a video of that as well. All right, so she is. I think I'm going to get her on some milk replacement. Not that she's not putting on weight the way that I want her to. I want her to have more milk than this. And she is particularly being carefully watched because she can't utilize her back legs like the rest of her litter. So we are going to be, and that's another thing is, you know, we're doing physical therapy with her. But she can't get to the boob quite as easily as everyone else, so we're keeping a close eye on her. Now, since I'm done weighing her this morning, I'm actually going to come over here, and Sophia just laid back down so she doesn't have anyone on her. So I'm going to make sure to place her on a really good boob. The only problem is I'm going to be waking the rest of the litter up, so there's competition. There's always competition. All right, also with this many puppies, let me grab my coffee. I'm sorry, I don't function normally. I wouldn't have to change the bedding and stuff like that, but twice a day. And with 14 puppies, we are having to change it a little bit more frequently, which that's fine. I just want anyone who's watching this to be aware that, you know, just keep everything in the proper flow of the amount of puppies that you have. This litter is completely different than a litter that we'd only have 8. It's not completely, but it's just enough. Oh, orange lost his color. We'll get that back on him. Okay, so would you guys like to meet Della? She is our dark purple. Delaware, obviously. All right. We've got Sweet Callie, Sunshine State. Girl. Okay. Let's get Georgia. Okay, so I apologize. I picked up the dark purple and told you that was Della. Take that back. It's light purple that's Della. Let me change those weights because we don't want to be mixed up. Okay, so 8.3, she's Georgia's. 8.3. Okay, let's see how you are doing, sweetheart. Good girl, all right. She is at 8.8. All right, so this is Della. And dark purple is actually Georgia. She's doing good. Okay, let's see. Here is our sweet Jersey girl. She's red. Jersey. Oh yeah, wow, she did good. So I was closely watching her the last couple of days. She just wasn't putting on the weight, and she jumped up almost a full ounce last night. So she is doing good and putting weight on. Can't wait to see her grow. She's gonna have that beautiful coat color. All right, there you go, sweet Jersey. All right, now we're gonna get Carolina. Here's Sweet Carolina. She is our Tiffany blue. Okay. So she is putting on weight. With there being as many as there are, it is a little bit slower of a pace. Everyone is adding on, but it is like just a little bit less than what it would be if the litter was smaller. So I actually have some milk replacers that I will probably be offering to puppies. I do not want to do that unless completely necessary, and reasoning is because Mama produces the milk that gets pulled. So she, like, if I take some of that milk pull away from her, then she won't be making that the next round. So we'll always have this bit of catch up. So I don't really want to do that unless completely necessary, but I do have 4 puppies that I would like to see have a little bit more weight on them. All right. Here's Virginia. She is light pink. We are starting early neurological stimulation a little bit later on today too. Normally I would do that at the same time that I'm doing their weight checks. There's a couple things with this being our first full litter out here that I'm realizing are kind of necessary to continue doing things out here. We don't have water, which I do plan on actually running water to the building future, but until then I've been using a camping thing and just bringing some water down here, but I don't think that's necessarily what I want to continue doing, because it's not a large amount of water, so I have to refill it often. Plus I don't have the option of cold, hot. All it is room temperature. Cool, that's fine, but for long-term needs I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Plus when you do early neurological stimulation, you always want to make sure that you have a really chilled and cooled off damp towel so that you can expose their belly to it. And I don't have a fridge out here yet, so all of my immunizations and all that kind of stuff are kept inside, and that's just another thing on the list of necessities that we're going to need long term. But that's why I'm not doing the early neurological stimulation right now, is because I don't have a freezer out here to quickly grab. So I actually have one in the freezer, but anyways, you get it. Okay. She's another one I'd like to see have a little bit more weight. Okay. Dakota. Is she not gorgeous? Ugh. So she's cream. I actually had a couple different colors on them, but there's just so many colors in the rainbow. When you got 14, it started doubling up, and some of them were getting kind of confusing. Some of the colors were way too close. Oops, hold on. I didn't realize that came. So this is honestly why I stopped using this one. It works fantastic, but it's got these little pegs in the bottom, and you have to line them up just perfectly for them to get in there. And all it takes is one bump for it to get off, and then your weights aren't true. All right, sweetie bee, let's get you on yours was right, and you're putting on a little bit. I'd like to see a little bit more though, sweetheart. All right. I'd like for you to meet Utah. He's another one we're closely watching. So I've been getting up every 2 hours and ensuring that the ones that we need latched get latched. And Utah is definitely one of them. So yeah, see, he hasn't put anything on since last night. So we really need to get some extra milk in here. So I'll be doing that actually even before early neurological stimulation, just because I'm not messing around. All right. All right, we've got Tex. He's so cute. He is a big one. Tennessee, 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 Tennessee. All right. Here's our sweet Tennessee. These are such temporary collars. If you leave them too long, then they get these strands and they start sticking to each other. So we cut them short and put them on there until they get a little bit of growth, and then we go into a new band. But another thing is there's afterbirth and stuff like that. So a lot of these do tend to get a little dirty, and it's nice to switch them out after the first week. So we cut these real short and just get rid of them when we move up in size. Oh, this is Rhodey. Yeah, see, I need more than that. Okay, this is Montana. She is almost our biggest one. Tex. Tex is the biggest. And then Montana's next. She's just adorable. All right. And then we've got, last but not least, I'd like for you to meet Indy. He is blue. Okay. Now, what my plan is to go make some milk and put it in the boob, and just to make sure that I get some of these that are putting on weight but not very much, and then I have one that's staying pretty steady, and I'm not cool with that too. They need to be putting on weight. So that is my mission today, is to ensure that everybody's belly gets full of nutrients, because I need some growth on these guys. Honestly, Ari's having a litter in 2 weeks. And at that point, milk supply and production and stuff like that may be getting almost too heavy for her as a load. And I might consider having Ari foster a couple puppies if there are a couple that are still needing that extra help. Usually we get through these within the first week though. So, which is a lot of extra time, attention, and help and patience. So that's what we are doing. All right, Miss Sophia Fox had her litter. She had 14 puppies, which is amazing. She is having her milk supply come in. I can see it starting to come in. I think we're good there, but I just have a couple puppies that are surviving. They're not thriving. So even though I want to make sure that the puppies are taking milk so that she can gauge how much milk she needs to make, I just have a couple of them that I don't want to wait completely for her milk supply to come in. So I have actually the feeding right here, and what we are going to do is take roughly 2 tablespoons, okay? And then we are going to mix in this actually has a little scoop, a little scooper, like protein powder, which is awesome. I like it when they give me a measuring. All right, so that is 2 tablespoons, the 1 full scoop. It breaks it up in a quarter. Okay, we want this good and mixed up. And then I'm gonna put in a little bit of cooler water just to calm it down so it's not quite so hot. You gotta keep in mind though, dogs do have a higher internal temp than we do. We are 98.7 as an average, and dogs themselves usually sit at 101 to 102. So we wanna ensure that we are preparing this for puppies and not for us. So we do wanna ensure that, but we're just gonna put a little splash of some cooler. All right, now what we are gonna do, put the good old trusty lid on it, and what that does is it makes it so that the milk does not flow too quickly out of the nipple. All right, now I really wanna keep water and everything here, because if this goes well, I wanna refill and do again. All right. Now this lid right here has a little hole so it allows air in, but when puppies are this young, the lid needs to be on. That way it adjusts the flow of how much comes dripping out. So I'm gonna take this off. And then See the milk come out? That's what we want. We don't want it too much because these guys are so young. We don't want them choking up. All right, so let's get her done. Okay, so a couple things. Originally, our last litter, Rain, was going to be our first litter out here. That litter ended up being a little bit more difficult. I didn't have a place to sleep out here. So she ended up being in the house, in the living room, which honestly, I think added another sense of stress level for her. And I didn't want to do that again. They need kind of a quiet place, for those first couple weeks. They've been through a lot of stress. They're recovering. They're nursing. They have the oxytocin and stuff that gets released while they're nursing to relax them and to allow the milk to drop. So I just wanted to make sure that this litter was out here, had that chance for the quiet opportunity, because we have 3 kids and neighborhood kids in and out of our house all the time. So that's one thing that we wanted to do. But with this being the first litter that we are actually doing out here, there's a couple things that we've come across. I need better access to water. I have been using a camping container that is like 5 gallon, or not 5 gallons, probably 2 gallons, and just refilling that. Well, it's not enough. I think I'm gonna have to order in one of those hot and cold gallon jug dispensers. And the reason I say this is because we're making puppy formula right now, and you have to have hot water for that. You have to dissolve it in hot water and then cool it off with a little bit of cooler water. This presents an issue, especially in the middle of the night, with going back and forth, even though it's 20 feet from the house. With it being raining, snowing, muddy, and then that's also a time where I'm having to step away from them. We've got video monitors and everything like that. So I am getting the water dispenser in. Long-term goals, yes, I would love to plumb this place, but everything takes time, money, and a lot of effort and stuff behind it, and that is end game like goals. But right now we need this fully functioning, not only for these sweet puppies that are like 14 of them, but we also have Ari's litter coming. So I just need to make sure that I've got everything within reach that is needed, especially when it comes time for something that's urgent. We don't have time to dilly-dally sometimes. So that's one of the things that we will be adding to this room to improve the function and the flow.
Get you some food, okay?
Okay, with 14 puppies, they are, soiling things at a 14 puppy rate. So I'm having to clean things more often to keep it sanitary and a clean environment for the puppies. We don't want them laying in feces and stuff like that. And their mama does a good job of cleaning up, but there's still smears and stuff. So there's still particles there. So anyways, normally a whelping box that comes with the play yard just has one side for whelping. Cool. I have been needing to change this often enough that I am wanting to make this a whelping side also. And we are about to find out the Artemis box's capabilities, because these are pegs that go under the support, and there's already one for the pig rail right here. So I'm gonna see if I can double stack and put that underneath and make a pig rail on this side also. Now the reason that we want to do that is because it secures its positioning and makes it so that it stays a little bit away from the wall, so that it does give those puppies the escape that they need if their mama lays down on them, which does happen even with the best moms. That's why I always stay in here and sleep right by them for the first while. So let's see if this can actually double up and we can make both sides whelping, so that way I can switch them out. Like, I can put them and mama over on a clean side, come in, sweep in, clean this out, have this ready and on deck for when it's time for me to take them, put them in here, and then get this all cleaned out and wiped up. So I think it'll make a workflow just a little bit easier with this many puppies. Now when Ari's litter comes in 2 weeks, I don't think that's going to be quite as necessary because we're only anticipating 8. So anyways. Oh, we should probably be able to see, huh? I gotta say, guys, there is so much that goes into this, and timing wise and stuff like that, that you really do want to figure out ways to lessen your workload. And I'm not saying that this lessens the workload, like I'm gonna have to clean any less, but it does make a transition smoother of the in-between, and that, like, measured up like that is going to just make everything ease, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta know what I'm thinking and not what I'm saying. All right. Will it do it? Come on. Alexa, shut off. Oh my gosh. No, that is not correct. That is correct. I can't be correct if it's... All right, so let's... I guess I could have answered that question for myself, because yes, they are cutouts, but the bottom is not as large as the top, so obviously they can't sit in there. Oh, lots of work for nothing, but I am still putting on this side, the base holding for the pig rail down on these sides, and I'm gonna put it in and still have it. It's just, gonna be honest, it's not gonna be quite as sturdy, but it'll still be sturdy, so. Kind of like when I got a couch for my daughter, and we went to go pick it up, and my husband was like, well, you measured to make sure it would fit in the car, right? And I was just like, but it's a futon, like, it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. Egg. There we go. It's beautiful when it like finally just fits in. Okay. All right, so we won't be able to get those in there, but that's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Sorry, girl. I didn't mean to stress you.
Okay, so this is how the pig rail system goes together. It's just the 4 poles, and then it's got 4 feet, and then it's got the 4 3-way connectors. Honestly, I started and made my own pig rail. I made my own whelping box, and I made my own pig rail. I did the pig rail out of PVC pipe, and it worked and it was functional for quite some time. So there are other ways to do this without getting the whelping box. But I can tell you the ease that the whelping box brings of cleanability is beyond compare. Wood can, my goodness, did I not count right? All right, I gotta go get one. How? All right, and I've got the 4th. Okay, so feet. And just come in and connect, and this is the same thing I did with PVC pipe. I just cut it myself. I did angles. The pig rail was round, not square like this, and I do feel like this has a more aesthetic look to it. Totally understand that that is not the most important thing, though. What the most important thing is the fact that your puppies don't get squished by accident by their mama. So, however you achieve the pig rail is necessary. It will save some puppies' lives. But once again, like with the wood, we decided to get away from all wood as much as possible as well, especially in the areas where puppies have great access to in their younger formidable years. So now it's secure. Boom, boom. And even though those don't have their footers, they are still good and in place. And I don't think that there's going to be an issue with it. So let's take a look. Okay, so we've got it all set up now. So it's going to be really easy to transfer puppies over to here so that we can clean up this area, which has gotten kind of dirty. So I'm gonna get this all wiped down, all the material and everything out, and sanitized with our awesome rescue spray, which is safe for puppies and actually kills a lot of those pathogens and things that can get to puppies in their early ages. Oh, look at. Do you think that's milk drunk? I think that's milk drunk. I think he has had enough. Miss Sophia. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get puppies put over. I actually took the outer shell of this whelping mat off and I'm washing them. That's the one thing that with the heating pads is they only come with one cover. So I used pillowcases for a while, and the puppies need the heating pad at all times. So honestly, it got to a point where I started covering it with, I would prefer for them to have a clean surface to be on than to have it matchy-matchy. So I know this isn't the most showcasiest way of doing things, but it is functional and it is practical and it works for me. And I think it's more beneficial for puppies anyways, just because cleanliness is important, right? Right, Sophia? Here, honey. I think it's about time for you to eat also. You about ready to do that? All right, let's get it. Dun, dun, dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there are 14 there. Let me go ahead and get her food ready for her. And that'll entice her. Oh, she came out. She's coming out. We're gonna have to unplug this for a minute. It's okay. I'm not gonna make you. Hey. Sophia, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get that fixed right up for you, okay? All right. Got gray. See? You don't have to split your time. They're all over here. Does that help comfort you? I hope so. I hope so. Yellow, I think we're gonna have to replace your collar before anyone else's because it just does not want to stay. All right, Sophia. You good with that? Let me get you some food, honey. Okay. sweet girl. Okay. Go ahead. It's all yours. This girl right here, she's our one that has swimmer's legs and we have to bind her. But I can already see improvement. She's already shaping good. I have a hopeful thoughts and feelings towards it. I just really feel like she is going to do fine. So I was actually going to clean the other side and let you guys watch Puppies. I'm just gonna let you watch Puppies because Miss Sophia did not want to get out of the box to eat. She has been very dedicated mama, and she has been staying in the box with the puppies. She only comes out to go to the restroom, eat and drink. So she has really been doing an amazing job trying to keep up with all the puppies. We did start doing a little bit of milk supplementation for a couple of them just because they were not thriving. They were just surviving. And honestly, our sweet little Flo has not been putting on weight. In fact, she dropped a 0.1 of an ounce. So I just really wanted to ensure. Oh, and I have actually this specific puppy feeder, and we have tried this multiple times, and honestly, this is my second one. I thought maybe a different design would make it a little bit better, and I've got to say I am unimpressed. The puppies do not seem to want to stay on it, and I actually went and got a baby bottle, and the puppies have been feeding from the baby bottle this last feeding time, and that is how we will be doing it from here on out. It is a little large for their mouth, but they get it, and if you hold it up and compare it to actually Sophia herself, it's pretty comparable. So I feel very at ease that we have a way for our puppies to eat now. That's what it's about, right? You just want them to eat. Never mind, it's too close. You want to see them all. There, I promise I'll quit messing with it now. How are you doing, baby? You keep eating, you deserve it. I want you to have as much as you need. Also, as puppies are this young, they cannot regulate their temperature. So it is 80 degrees in here, people. Cool 80 degrees. And we also keep the heating pads because we do not want our puppies getting chilled. Gray, what are you doing? So Mama still has some afterbirth, and puppies do tend to want to get up there. Alexa, pause. Oh, Miss Sophia, do you have hiccups? So I'm going to be honest, I kind of want to move her back over to this side. And the reason I want to do that is because I want this to be more of an in and out for her when she goes to the restroom rather than... So it's the spare backup. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Gosh, Miss Yellow, it just won't stay on, will it? We're just gonna have to switch that out quick. Yes. Okay. All right, Miss Thing. Let's work our way back over. Come on. Come on, good girl. Good girl. All right. Perfect. Thank you. I wanted to point out our water that we got for her, which I absolutely love. It keeps it continually moving. So, and it's got 2 different filters in it. So it makes it so that bacteria growth and stuff can't start happening. So absolutely love the new water that we got for our dames. All right, I'm gonna go run all the laundry up to the house, but I'm gonna let you guys continue to watch, okay? Got a couple dishes to get up there too. Will be nice when we add water to this area. time for our evening weigh-ins. And I can tell you who everyone is. All right, I need an additional column. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna start with Flo. Flo. Boom, she has put on an ounce. Good girl. She was struggling for a bit. Made me nervous. This is Flo. Flo is the one that had swimmer's legs that we are binding and doing therapy for, which I'll do videos of our physical therapy for. And I do have a video of the binding done, but anyways. Flo from our Paws Across America. All right, now we're getting Della. Oh, Della. Here's Della. She's a Stella. Boom. Sorry, sometimes we just have to shift them around. Okay, so we've got Della. We're gonna get Callie, who's bright yellow. Okay, this is Callie. Short for California. Here's Georgia. This is Jersey. Okay, here's Carolina. She's the Tiffany blue. She's putting on a little bit of weight. She's doing good. Let's see. Virginia's light pink. Oh yes, Virginia. Hello. Okay, she's putting on a little bit of weight. She is doing good. Alright, now we have Dakota, who is cream. Oh. Here's Dakota. .9. Okay, putting on ounces. Good job, good job. Alright, we need Utah. Utah's one that I'm watching. are you? No, not at all. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right, bye. Okay, this is Tex. Tennessee is another one that I'm closely watching and actually starting to bottle feed. But he's putting on a little bit of weight, so I think we're okay. I do think that I will continue to supplement him though. Okay, we're looking for Rhodey. Oh, Rhodey. Oh, there he is. Feels so bad. I can't. Okay. Here's Rhodey. He is putting on a little bit. I'd like to see a little bit more though. So honestly, I'm going to be upping their supplementation for a lot of them. Okay, so Montana light green. Oh, here is sweet, beautiful Miss Montana. Oh, hey, girl. Hey, okay. All right, Montana is doing good. Good job, good job. All right, and blue. All right, we got one more. Okay, here's Indy. He is not one that I'm closely watching. He's doing amazing. 10.1. All right, so we've done our weight check. I actually have a couple of them that I'm going to continue supplementation for, but I will try to give you guys documentation of that as well as it goes. I do have a friend who actually helped me with the delivery who left one of her favorite water cups who's on her way over, so she'll be getting her yoga cup. But their weigh-in is looking good, and I will be having you back on for when we do Flo's physical therapy and also when we redo her binding. Plus we've got some bottle feeding to do in, say, about an hour. So we will get that taken care of and documented for you guys as well. But once again, this is the Paws Across America litter, and they are doing great. There's 14, and I'm excited for you guys to meet them. Alright guys, we are on day 3 with our puppies. I have a little bit of a challenge out here because I don't have a refrigerator or a freezer or anything like that, which these are all things that now that I'm out here, I'm like, okay, priority, must have. We need to have a water dispenser where I can have hot water in case I need to mix up formula. I need to have a refrigerator and a freezer so that I can do the towel for early neurological stimulation. I actually had to fashion something, so this is a damp washcloth that I've actually lined little pieces of ice in to keep it cold. Stay with me because it is 80 degrees in here. Puppies cannot regulate their body temp. So we're just going to go through and do the Paws Across America litters first early neurological stimulation set. And the reason that we do this is because it increases their circulation, their cardiovascular system, their heartbeat. It gives them better resistance to with their immune system, and it also helps them deal with stressful situations later on in life. We put their belly on the cold towel, and we make sure to feel them from head to toe, ears, nose, all the way down, arms out. I mess with their feet. I always put something in. I'm going to use the pen cap now because they're so small. And then kind of just put that in between all of their pads and paws to make sure that they are starting to get used to us with doing that. This is scientifically proven to be one of the things that is beneficial for your dog's long-term health. So it's very necessary. We do it from ages 3 to 15, and those are the proven times, and then we continue their socialization process long from there. But this right here is early neurological stimulation. I'm going to start with Flo. All right, we've got Sweet Flo. She's actually got her swimmer's legs, but that doesn't mean that she's not getting the rest of the stuff. So we are actually going to take her and we're going to tip her forward, tip her back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're not enough to stand by. I always kind of go to the side too, just because we're doing this to stimulate the equilibrium, and front and back is not the only motion that I do side to side as well. But I'm going to come in and we're going to rub their belly, we're going to rub their back, go in, rub their ears, make sure you get their snoot, the neck, chest, all their legs. We're going to come back and do a little bit more physical therapy with her later. But, all right. I'm going to actually take her belly and put her in a little bit of a stressor. This is cold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That's all she needs. And then we're going to go in 1. We're going to go 2, 3. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself because I'm a gooba. All right. And then your sweet little back paws. We got to get in those too. So she does have full feeling in her feet and legs and everything like that. She is not showing any other neurological issues or problems. So when a puppy has swimmer's legs because of the way that they were bound in their mommy's belly, it is something that is fixable because of the bones and joints not being fused together yet. But Miss Flo has had her first early neurological stimulation. All right, now we're just going to work through the list, okay? More than welcome to stick around. I showed you and talked to you about the first one, and then we're just going to work through the rest because we've got 14. We got 14 puppies that are needing this, so we're just going to get her on. Callie. They don't like the cold. I gotta say, out of all of this, I think that is probably their least favorite, and probably the one that is best for them. It's amazing what your body can do compared to what we put it through, and sometimes those stressors actually help us later on in life dealing with stressors. So that's why we just make sure that they've got them early on. We're going to go through head. Yes, you sweet girl. We're going to go through belly. Oh, yeah. Got your legs, you sweet thing. Oh, got your back. All right. Callie is done. Okay. Georgia. Oh, sweet Georgia. Okay, we're going to go back. I know, that one's kind of... All right. I know. It's everyone's least favorite, honey. I get it. It's kind of like, I don't know. There's just some things that you do for puppies and babies, and it's not their favorite thing. But you know what? It's something that's beneficial for them in the long run. Say like tummy time for babies. It was my kids' least favorite thing. But you know what they did every day? Tummy time. Why? Because those neck muscles needed to develop. Same thing for puppies. There are certain things that need to develop for them, and we can help with some. And this is one of them. All right, Jersey girl, where are you? Oh, there you are, sweetie. Here's Jersey. Oh, she's so cute. All right. So we're gonna go up and down. We're gonna go up. And I do. I just make sure to put, now I don't push with pressure. There's no way I'm forcing this into a crevice that it doesn't belong. But at the same time, we do want to make sure that they are used to us handling their feet. Okay, Miss Jersey, let's give you your little love down. Oh yeah, we got your rhymes. Get your little head, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you following the feel? All right. Jersey. Hey, Carolina's Tiffy Boo. Sweet Caroline. Oh my gosh. Okay, girl. I love her forehead streak. It's too bad that a lot of them grow out of that. But good Google me, really, it's cute. All right, girl. I know, 1, 2. We do not give them any kind of treatments or anything like that until they are 2 weeks old. Parasites and stuff like that are incredibly common in dogs. We actually keep our dogs at home that are on a very a regimen that we prevent any kind of worms or anything like that. All right. Virginia. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. Sorry, but I needed to loosen it. Okay. It's not anyone's favorite. I know. And I'm gonna tell you that I turn the lights on right now for the video, but I usually keep it pretty dark and dim in here for the first couple days, and I do that for Mama because we just want things to be as calm and serene for her as possible. Good job. Okay. We're going to go for Dakota. Oh my goodness, Dakota is just stunning. Hey, girl. All right, so we're going to go upside down, forward. I know. Oh, sorry. I almost forgot to give you your rub down. I know. That's super important. Okay. We got Utah. Utah is one of the smallest ones. Once again, this is good for just their whole life. I mean, this has been proven to help with their circulatory, their cardiovascular, their tolerance for. Gotta give you your little rub down, buddy. Okay, here we go. Tex. Tex the chunker monker. Hey, buddy. So puppies are blind and deaf for the first 2 weeks of life. The lights and the sounds don't bother them. I mean, you don't want things bumping because they can feel that. But we do things mostly for Mama, for her comfort in the first couple weeks. I know, buddy. No one's favorite. And it's a dang good thing I put those little chunks of ice in there, because I'll tell you what, we are almost done and they are almost melted. Hold on, buddy. We're gonna do the best part. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the little belly rub. Yeah. Feet. Yeah. Get your cute little head. Cute little neck. Okay. All right. I think we need Tennessee. Tennessee. Tennessee is orange. Okay. I know, buddy. It's everybody's least favorite part. I promise. I get it. They calm down pretty quickly, but that is definitely their least favorite part. Get you in between the toes. right, Tennessee, let's give you a good rub down. Yeah. We're just really light and gentle right now. I mean, it's not like we're trying to, but we do want them to be used to it. All right, I gotta get Brody, Montana, and Indy. Brody. Oh, gotta get your rub down. I'm sorry. Can't like go to the salon and not get your hair washed. It's like the best part. Brody. All right, we got Sweet Montana. They do get squirmy. All right, Miss Montana. Oh, Montana, just so squirmy. Okay. All right, and then we've got last but not least. Here's Indy. Okay. Let's give Indy a good lovin', 'cause he's so sweet and deserves it. So, you can't give in to little puppy tantrums, and he's just doing, it's like a worm in hot ashes, and sometimes you just can't give in to that, and you've got to continue doing petting, pushing, or whatever it is that you're needing to do, because that's what we're doing, is trying to get them used to it. All right, well, thanks for hanging around for our early neurological stimulation. Early neurological stimulation.